You can always tell where a big storm is about to hit by the school closings, and we have a lot of them this morning. Hi, everyone, and thank you for waking up with us on this wintry Friday morning. I'm Jordan Schreier here with Lisa Bedell, and we're just getting started with your news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your day.
We've already heard from nearly 24 school districts that are closing today because of the storm moving in, including West Fargo and Moorhead. Check them out at the bottom of your screen. We're scrolling them right now. You can also go to our website, easy to find, valleynewslive.com, or use our VNL News app. Of course, all of these closures and delays are coming in because of the lousy road conditions.
So let's get a look at the FM area with Devin Fry with the Valley Today's traffic on the move. Good morning, Devin.
Good morning. Sorry, I'm getting rattled by all the snowfall. Good morning, everyone. We're continuing to explore the roadways here in the FM area, trying to see how everything is shaking up with these blustery conditions. Now, the roadways have been hit or miss as far as conditions go. On the east side of I-94, things are a little bit better, but we're about to turn into the westbound lanes of I-94 where things are a little bit more shaky. Now, the farther west you go, the worse it gets, and the biggest factor is visibility. However, other issues that are coming about from this blowing snow include snow drifts. There are piles of snow under overpasses. Exits to and from the interstates are seeing some snow drifts. So overall, it's just not fun out here, and you can definitely see why they issued a no travel advisory. We're going to turn on to I-94 right now, but as a whole, traffic flow is moving fairly well. It started to pick up a little bit as we get closer and closer to the workday. A lot of people still having to make their way to work. A lot of schools are closed, but a lot of people still have to hit the roadways. So if you don't have to go outside, I wouldn't recommend it. You can see visibility up ahead here, definitely not looking ideal. So if you do have to make your way out the door, give yourself plenty of time. We're going to keep checking out the roadways in the next hour on the Fargo CW, but for now, for your traffic on the move, I'm Devin Fry.
And we do have a winter weather advisory in effect because of the blowing snow this morning, and snow will start falling as we make our way into the afternoon. This is for most of us through the evening, and then it really starts to get bad out there. Blizzard warnings in effect late tonight through tomorrow afternoon for the counties in the purple here, and winter storm warnings in effect for the same time frame as you make your way from Lakes Country into northwestern Minnesota. Temperatures across the region have warmed up nicely compared to the last couple of nights. A temperature of 13 in Fargo and 12 in Fergus Falls. Everybody else is in the single digits and some single digits below zero on the map right now. Winds are mainly from a southerly or southeasterly direction, really strong, especially into the Southern Valley. Wind speeds around the region 30 to 50 miles per hour. That is pumping in the warmer air, but giving us some frigid wind chills across the region. Wind chill values between 10 and 25 below zero, so prepare for that if you are making your way outside. Mainly dry across the region as of right now. The snow that is on the roads is snow that fell through earlier this week. That's blowing around, and we do have a little bit of falling snow. We've been watching this over the past few hours on the Clay and Becker Otter Tail County border. We do have some light snow between Hawley, the Barnesville area, Pelican Rapids, just off to the west of Detroit Lakes. Now, going through this afternoon, snow will overspread us from south to north, and it will start to get warm, low to mid-20s, but the warm-up is going to be very brief. The snow and the wind will last through the evening into the overnight, and it should end by tomorrow afternoon before we start to clear out, but staying windy for your Saturday. That high temperature of 3 degrees is in the morning. Temperatures falling back into the single digits below zero by the afternoon. Starting off Sunday into the teens below zero with a high of 4 below, with decreasing clouds. Another cold start on Monday with temperatures close to 20 below, but a high of 0 Monday, high of 18 on Tuesday, 23 on Wednesday. Mainly dry and partly cloudy skies. We really warm up for Thursday with temperatures near 30 degrees and another slight chance of some snow showers.
It's going to be some busy hours and days for our storm team, but you guys, of course, will keep track of all the changing conditions.
We'll be here through the night, through the day tomorrow, and then our weather will calm down.
Thank you, Justin. And our team coverage continues of this weekend blizzard right now with the Valley Today's Abby Furchner.
She joins us south of the FM area. And Abby, I see your hair is blowing around out there. What's it like for you out in South Fargo?
Yeah, good morning, Jordan and Lisa. There's only one way to describe this wind, and it's harsh and brutal. As you can see, it definitely picks up and throws that snow as a dusting, and that's what you're seeing out on the highways. We're in Frontier, just about 12 minutes out of Horace, and it was a rough travel. There's very low visibility out on the highways right now, and this snow is coating and dusting and glazing over those highways, making it very slippery. And so you're going to want to take your time. A lot of people are driving slower than normal, which is great on their end because it is very slick. And like I said, the dusting that you're seeing here is what you're seeing out on the highways, and it's a lot of it. With the open areas, it is picking up all that snow from the ditches and throwing it over the highway. And you have moments like this where it seems a little bit calmer, and then it continues to pick up, and that wind really pushes things. It is a lot harder than it seems, and so you're going to want to take some time today. But I know that a lot of roads are closed. We're in a no travel advisory right now, so if you can stay home, it is best to do so.
And Abby, I know earlier you were in North Fargo, very North Fargo, and then you drove down to where you are now. What was that drive like kind of through the city as well?
It was in the city. It wasn't as bad because there are definitely those you're in the city, but as we continue to come out and come down south and head on to Horace and those open areas, it definitely gets a lot worse. The snow is definitely a lot freer, and the wind is picking it up and throwing it a lot farther, which makes for that lower visibility. But in the city, it's not great, but it's not awful. It's definitely when you get more into those open areas that you're seeing some more issues.
Abby Furchner reporting live for us. Thank you. And I know that's, as reading, my kids go to the West Fargo School District. It's the open rural areas that the low visibility is why, like West Fargo and Moorhead, that have more rural students canceled classes
Yes,
for today.
so stay safe out there if you're headed to work this morning.
Some Fargo parents are wondering if something they saw on a school bus is actually a problem. Take a look. Someone took a picture of a bus that was waiting to pick up kids from Fargo Davies High School, and the back was covered with a light dusting of snow. It looks like someone maybe tried to brush some of it away.
Some people are wondering if everything should have been totally clear so the driver could see out of that window and people could see the back lights, or if the driver even needs or uses that window when driving. No one that we spoke with is really certain about the regulations, but they're curious to know if it is a violation. We are still waiting to hear back from Valley Bus about the current situation. Some Minnesota parents are going after their school district in court after reporting that children were being exploited by an assistant principal at the middle school. 3 parents claim the district failed its students by not immediately acting on reports that this guy, 37-year-old Brandon Bjerknes, was sexually exploiting children. Documents say he used a fake social media persona and pressured or dared victims to send him sexually explicit photos of themselves.
The district was made aware of the issue in September of 2016, but Bjerknes did not resign until after his arrest in April of 2017. Parents say the district turned a blind eye to the accusations and did nothing to educate or train students or staff about the dangers of social media, sexting, cyberbullying, or how to protect their students from exploitation. The parents are asking for at least $75,000 for mental anguish and emotional distress. Bjerknes is serving 25 years in prison. We have exclusive video to show you this morning of a deadly drive-by shooting outside of a Fargo restaurant in September of 2018. Take a look. You can see the victim, 20-year-old Gabriel Perez, with his skateboard walking in the drive-through area of McDonald's on Main Avenue. A few seconds later, a dark SUV comes flying down the road and turns into the parking lot.
It's in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, and as that car approaches the bottom of the surveillance, you see the man pointing a gun outside the driver's side door before firing several shots. Minutes later, emergency responders start arriving on scene, and Perez is pronounced dead. Nigel Cooley was arrested a few days after that shooting and sentenced to 50 years in prison, but he could be out after 35 with good behavior. Let's get the answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. That question, women under 30 are the most likely to do this when visiting someone's house.
I guess they're snoopy. The answer, look behind the shower curtain. What do you expect to find? I don't know. Look out the window and you're going to be able to tell it's very windy and blustery out there.
Yeah, windy with some blowing snow this morning. The falling snow will overspread us as we go through the afternoon. Temperatures into the mid-20s today. And we're going to have possible blizzard conditions overnight through tomorrow evening After that, really cool, and then a nice warm-up for later on next week with highs near 30 by Thursday.
The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but you can join us for more live weather coverage right now on the Fargo CW.